Hi listeners, it's Kat here from Aghast. I just wanted to take a quick minute outside of the show to let you know about empowerment coaching. I know this is probably confusing a lot of people right now. Outside of telling you about true crime, I work as a life coach, helping others achieve their goals, break down barriers, eliminate limiting beliefs, or anything else a person may need guidance to achieve their most authentic life. The world has been upside down since 2020, and I know a lot of us may be lost, confused, or unsure as to what we want and how to get there. If you think speaking with a life coach may help you, please feel free to contact me at alteregowellness@outlook.com or at alteregowell on Instagram. Okay, now back to our show.
Oh, mercy. Can you fucking believe that Kat wants to record back-to-back episodes?
I changed my mind.
It's ridiculous. It's a Saturday, just so that future John can have like 20 minutes to himself. Stupid. I'm not gonna make her Caesar because of this behavior. Anyways, welcome everyone to another lovely episode. Today, we have a collection of crazy shit for you that's gonna piss you right the fuck off. We got 375 pounds of human fat, Montana, cannibalism, and costumes. If you're thinking, oh fuck, there's gonna be a crossover episode of Yellowstone and Dragula where Mary Cherry and Beth face off to see who is the biggest bitch in cowboy boots? I wish you were right.
I wish so. I wish too. That sounds amazing.
That sounds delightful. And like Rip is in the background and he just starts like
Rip and Joe Bob.
Yeah, Rip and Joe Bob and they just start touching themselves. Just a little bit of rub over the denim. No, folks, unfortunately today we are talking about waste of fucking DNA, Nathaniel Benjamin Levi Bar-Jonah. And yes, take a sip for every one of those stupid names. This is gonna suck. Buckle up. I'm John.
And I'm Kat.
And this is Aghast.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
Welcome.
Hello. Hi. Oh my God! All the Hoyts. Oh, the little wolf child.
That is extremely loud and
Hello.
All right, stop it. Give us a disclaimer.
Already? We are not even, we haven't even had a little bit of a chit chat.
Well, how are you doing, John?
Do we have a good one today? How many pages is this?
We have allergies today.
How many pages is this?
You'll learn it by the end of this.
I see FBI in there. Oh man, this is serious. We're going federal with this story today. Shit.
So give us our disclaimer.
All right, folks. In case you haven't noticed, we have a lighter approach to true crime. What makes us able to sleep at night, having done this fucking shit and listened to it, is making fun of the murderers and their families and the rapists and all the fucking assholes who make life harder for the victims and easier for the criminals. We hate them, and so we belittle them and we ridicule them, and we try to be humorous about it because fuck it. Because fuck it. So if that's not your cup of tea or any other beverage you prefer, then fuck off. For the rest of you, you don't need a cup of tea. You need a cup of adult drink. Brown barley and wheat.
It's something like Joe Biden would say. You need a cup of adult drink.
If you don't vote for me, then you ain't dumb.
I just want to point out, it's a windy day here today, and we have our windows open upstairs.
Oh, no one fucking cares.
And
let's get on with the goddamn show.
The breeze through the window just closed our bedroom door down the hall, and the fear that lit up on John's face when he was giving his disclaimer.
She looked to me as as the only person in this household who can fight.
Oh, yeah, right.
She looked to me for protection. God knows our stupid dog wouldn't know what to do. He'd probably lick their hands.
You're going to have a million people get upset with you for calling our dog stupid.
He's not smart. He's not smart.
It's part of his personality.
Okay, let's get on with the goddamn show.
Nathaniel Benjamin Levi Bar-Jonah.
Jesus, take a breath. Holy fuck. That is a crazy name.
He was actually born...
It's like just settle on a name.
Well, he was actually born David Paul Brown.
So he decided on this crap? Holy fuck.
He was actually born David Paul Brown on February 15th, 1957 in Worcester, Massachusetts. It was quite apparent from a very early age that Nathaniel was a disturbed child. While in school at the age of 6, he would pick his scabs until they bled and would suck on the blood that came out.
Oh, fucking gross. I just picture
I know.
Nosferatu
Yeah.
at the end where it's like the 1978 remake.
Yeah,
you're like listening to him suck the life. Oh,
yeah, it was gross.
Fucking disgusting.
This obviously grossed children out, and his mother would get numerous phone calls about this habit upsetting those around him, including the teachers.
I had an ex who did that.
Ew, get out.
Yeah, she like scratched my back and she wanted to suck the blood, and I let it happen once, and it was the most horrific thing, and that thing got infected.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not lying. She was super emo.
You had some kinky exes. We're not kink shaming, but
it was gross and it was painful. I'm like, I just want to do missionary. Is it so wrong? I just want to hump you for a little bit and come. I'm willing to go downtown to help you out too. Like, I can hold off for a bit. The vampirism needs to stop, and the clawing needs to stop too.
Oh my goodness,
my
that's
back
awful.
looks like my cat's fucking
cat tree.
It looks like my cat tree.
In 1964, a 7-year-old Nathaniel got a Ouija board for his birthday.
Why would you give this kid a Ouija board? Let's get him in touch with the demons.
He was able to lure a 5-year-old girl into his basement with the promise of trying the board out together. It was in his own basement that he tried strangling this little girl, but her screams alerted his mother, who had intervened and forced him to let go of her. And that's as far as the incident went.
Jesus, he was only 7 years old?
Yeah.
This guy is like fucking Damien. Like,
In 1970, at the age of 12, he was able to lure another child, this time a 6-year-old boy. He took the boy to a nearby hill, saying that they were going to go sledding together. When they got to the hill, Nathaniel sexually assaulted the 6-year-old.
What? Like, he raped him?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. He's 12 years old. Like, what the fuck?
When Nathaniel...
Holy shit. And, like, in 1970, like, you're just hitting puberty at 12. It's not like nowadays where, like, a kid is born and they have some processed food and all of a sudden they hit puberty. Holy fuck. That's crazy.
When Nathaniel was a senior in high school, he kidnapped 8-year-old Richard O'Connor by impersonating a police officer. He got Richard inside of his car and raped him.
Jesus.
He began strangling Richard in the car. However, a neighbor who witnessed the kidnapping called the police. The police arrived and began searching for the car. They finally located a car that matched the description of the vehicle, and police found Richard, who was unconscious and near death, but he survived.
Oh my God.
Nathaniel was charged, but only sentenced to 1 year probation.
Oh, if I was the family, I'd be right fucking pissed.
Oh, yeah.
That is garbage. Who the fuck said, yeah, okay, that's a 1 year probation
Just you wait. Just a few days before his high school graduation and the conclusion of his probation, Nathaniel traveled to Hartford, Connecticut. There, he kidnapped a 9-year-old girl by again impersonating a police officer. He began to rape her, but she started to vomit and convulse. Because of this, he threw her out of the car.
Oh my God.
A witness was able to take down his license plate number and contacted the police immediately. Nathaniel was arrested. Sadly, this arrest never made it to Nathaniel's current probation officer, so he was released on his probation in May of 1976.
What fuckery is this?
He also received a letter thanking him for his cooperation.
That is so fucking ridiculous. I can't fucking believe that.
In September of 1976, Nathaniel, posing as an undercover FBI agent, abducted 2 boys coming out of a theater in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. He took the boys to a secluded area, handcuffed them, sexually assaulted them, and tortured them. He then tried murdering the boys. With one, a 375-pound Nathaniel jumped on the chest of one of the boys repeatedly.
Oh, so he was a fat fuck.
Yeah, he was huge. Thinking he had killed him, he then put the other boy in the trunk of his car and drove off. The boy who was left for dead regained consciousness and was able to find help. Police were able to locate Nathaniel and rescue the other boy who was still alive in the trunk.
Oh, thank goodness.
Nathaniel was charged with attempted murder and received 18 to 20 years in prison, which was the maximum sentence for that crime.
For attempted murder, just 18 to 20.
Rape, torture, and attempted murder
And he's not like he's a fucking, like this is his first time.
Yeah.
Like he was just on probation.
While in prison, he was transferred to Bridgewater State Hospital. In 1984, he also changed his name to Nathaniel Benjamin Levi Bar-Jonah.
Take a fucking sip for each one of those.
When asked why he changed his name, he said that he wanted to know what it was like to be discriminated against and persecuted as a Jew. He claimed he was Jewish and he wanted his name to reflect that. In 1991, a Superior Court judge ruled that Massachusetts failed to prove that Nathaniel was dangerous and was released from the state hospital with the conditions of moving to Montana to live with his mother.
For a second there, I didn't see to live with his mother. So it's like Massachusetts, like, criminal system is like, that's it, fuck off, you go to Montana.
Yeah, that would be funny. It should be mentioned that while in the state hospital, Nathaniel told psychiatrists that he had fantasies about abducting, killing, and cannibalizing children. But yeah, he wasn't seen as dangerous and was released.
Yeah.
A month after being released from the state hospital in 1991, Nathaniel saw a 7-year-old boy sitting by himself in a parked car. Nathaniel forced his way into the car the boy was sitting in and tried killing him by sitting on top of the boy, smothering him.
Oh God, it's like his fucking like fatality move, just being fat and sitting on people.
Thankfully, the boy's mother came out and stopped the attack. Nathaniel was again arrested for the attack on the child, but again got a slap on the wrist with 2 years probation.
What is this fucking shit?
Shortly after arriving to Montana, Nathaniel was accused of molesting an 8-year-old boy, but he denied that, saying if it were him, he would have killed the boy.
Are you serious? Like, I could just imagine the police officers, well, he's not wrong,
Yeah.
Look at his rap sheet.
In February of 1996, 10-year-old Zach Ramsey left home around 7:30 a.m. to head to school. His usual route involved a shortcut through an alleyway. Zach never made it to school that morning. Witnesses came forward that they saw Zach walking through the alley, but others also said that they saw him looking distressed, talking to an obese man in a police-like jacket.
Oh, jeez.
Sadly, Zach Ramsey has never been seen since. While police were investigating local sex offenders, Detective Bill Belushi was assigned to the case. He was the same detective who also investigated the 93 molestation case. He ignored the registered sex offenders list and focused his attention on Nathaniel, who wasn't a registered sex offender.
How is he not a registered sex offender at this point? Like good idea. Like, let's focus on this asshole.
However, his attempt to search the home was denied by Daniel's mother. He then tried to obtain a police search warrant, but was denied that as well. Despite witnesses coming forward saying they saw Nathaniel near Zach Ramsey the day he went missing, Detective Belushi was unsuccessful at obtaining any search warrants for the home he lived in or his mother's car, which he had access to. Soon after that, Nathaniel moved out of his mother's house.
That is complete garbage. What piece of shit judge said no to these fucking warrants?
I know.
That's fucking ridiculous.
In 1999, Nathaniel was spotted outside an elementary school. He had been seen there a few times in the last few days. He was dressed in a blue jacket and had 2 cans of pepper spray, a toy gun, and a fake badge. He was arrested and charged with impersonating a police officer. Finally, a judge approved a search warrant for Nathaniel's mother's house and his new address. Police located many impersonating objects, such as 2 police-like jackets, toy badges, a stun gun, and a hat that said security enforcement across it. They also found a pulley system on his kitchen ceiling.
Oh, God, no.
2 photo albums with cutouts of children, articles on bondage and erotic asphyxia, and a journal written in some sort of code. They also found a human bone.
Oh, my God, what the fuck is this shit?
Nathaniel was now being investigated for the possible murder of Zach Ramsey.
Oh, now he is.
Neighbors began coming forward with allegations that he had been molesting children. One neighbor said that her child has grown angry and withdrawn after spending some time with Nathaniel. Other neighbors came forward about food Nathaniel made for them, saying it was a strange meat.
Ew, fuck.
When they asked Nathaniel about it, he said it was a deer he shot from hunting. Based on these allegations, he was charged with kidnapping and sexual assault. Once the trial had begun, the FBI had already decoded his journal. It was filled with obsessions and fantasies about torturing and murdering children. He also had a list with 22 names in it.
Wow.
8 of these names were his earlier victims. Many of the others were local children who lived in the area. He also described in detail his plans to cook and eat children.
Holy fuck, shit.
With phrases such as little stew boy, French fried kid, my little kid dessert, barbecued kid, sex a la carte, little boy pot pies.
Oh my
Lunch
God.
is served on the patio with roasted child.
Oh my fucking God. This is...
They also found numerous recipes that used children's body parts.
Oh my God.
Police did seize a meat grinder in his home, which had hair in it, and when tested, it was linked to an African-American male.
Fuck. Oh my fucking God.
Bone fragments were also tested to 2 other African-American males. Sadly, Zach Ramsey's mother refused to believe her son was dead. A psychic was able to convince her that he was living in Italy.
What?
She firmly believed this and that Nathaniel had nothing to do with his disappearance, so his charges for Zach Ramsey were dropped.
She clearly had denial.
Yeah, oh yeah, like her head took her to a spot that...
Yeah.
However, he was charged with sexual assault, aggravated kidnapping, and assault with a deadly weapon. He was sentenced in 2002 to 130 years without the possibility of parole.
Good.
In 2008, on April 13th, Nathaniel was found dead in his cell from a heart attack related to his obesity.
He fucking went too easy. I hope it was a fucking brutal heart attack.
Just like
I hope the guards heard him fucking moaning and yelling, and they were like, fuck it. Let the fat piece of shit die.
How many lives, though, could have been protected? Like, even his previous victims that he assaulted, like, those assaults could have been prevented.
Oh, my God.
Had the fucking justice system just kept him in a cell.
You know what? Like, they say there's a special place in hell for people who waste good whiskey.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's a special place.
Is that Joe Bob?
No, no.
I like that, though. We need to get that on a plaque.
That was in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh.
There's lots of sayings like that. There's a special place in hell for so-and-so. I think there is a special... I'm pro-police.
Yeah,
know?
me too.
But I firmly believe there's a special place in hell for law officials who
that got
fuck
it
up.
so wrong.
Who blatantly fuck it up.
Yeah, like why?
Out of laziness or whatever the fuck.
That's the thing. That's exactly how I see for this case in particular, is it being laziness of like the cop not wanting to do the paperwork for that arrest. And so it doesn't get back to his probation officer. And then he's just off on probation. And like from 7 years old.
Yeah.
You know?
That kid, like, what the fuck happened to him? Like, please tell me someone, like, molested the shit out of him.
No, when I looked up his background, I didn't find too much, like, on his father. But, like, he had a fine relationship with his mother.
I wonder if it was, like, Butcher, Baker, Nightmare Maker kind of relationship. Oh, my God. Look at this fat piece of garbage. He looks like he belongs in a 1940s sitcom.
I mean, no disrespect by this, but he looks like that actor.
He looks like tiny face, tiny mustache, giant fucking fat person.
Oh, what's that actor's name?
Heavy actor, bald with mustache is what Kat typed in. And we get pictures of fucking...
Why is Woody Harrelson in there?
Yeah, Zach Galifianakis, who has all his hair.
Bruce Willis, like...
The Rock, like, none of these fuckers are fat. Hold on, scroll up and take off the safe search. maybe Google won't let you search fat people.
I could have sworn it was Law and Order he was in. I'm not going to find it so you can cut all of that out. But yeah, that's what he looks like. How horrific to have that face looking at you when, he's...
That's fucking... Do we have other pictures? I want to see how big this guy is. 375 pounds? Like, how does he even have the fucking energy to rape?
And that was like when he was, that was when he was young.
He looks like a fucking prick.
But yeah, isn't he just like...
Oh, he's a disgusting
garbage
piece of crap.
So shall we do Dylan McDermott?
Yeah. Okay. Let's forget about that asshole. All right, let's listen to the words, the gentle words of Dylan McDermott. Style is innate to who I am. My father gave me a picture the other day. I must have been about 7, and I had on wingtip shoes and some cool pants. I thought, wow.
My goodness.
What the fuck? Yeah, he is stylish, but it's just...
Do you know who Dylan McDermott reminds me
Oh my god,
of?
that's amazing.
Like they could be related. I know they're not, but John Bernthal.
A little bit? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Type in wingtip shoes. What the fuck do those look
How
like?
do you not know what wingtip shoes are?
I don't know.
Jeez, it's like 50s fashion.
Have you seen the shoes I wear? I wear steel-toed skater shoes.
But that's for work, though. You dress very nice outside of work. You own a pair of these.
Oh, I didn't know that's what they were called.
Like, these were, like, the famous ones, like, but...
What part is the wing? And what part is the tip?
It's because it's their shape in the design.
Well...
See, like these? They look like wings.
I don't know.
God, I hate this guy.
Thank you, Dylan McDermott. And thank you to all of you who lasted this long. And drink up. I'm going to, because I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah,
But thank
brutal.
you for tuning in. It was lovely speaking with you. Have a lovely week.
Ta-ta.
That's my line. Bye.
You can check us out on YouTube at Catam Concoction.
That's CATAMCONCOCTION.
And on Instagram at cast_Aghast.
Remember, there's a silent H.
On February 15th, okay, we need to start that over. That went on. That screwed me up. It was quite apparent from
Verily.
Nathaniel Traver.
Say the word.
We made it through 6 paragraphs.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
In 1991, a Superior Court judge ruled that Massachusetts failed to prove that...
Massachusetts.
Am I starting over, or...
Yeah, start over.
In 1991, a Superior Court judge ruled that We've been recording for 11 minutes and haven't even made it past page 1 yet.
Massachusetts.
In 1991, a Superior Court judge ruled that Massachusetts... We're done now.
Want me to say it?
No. Shortly after arriving to Montana, Nathaniel was accused of molesting an 8-year-old boy, but he denied that, saying Yeah, it's because every other sentence you're chiming in. His usual route involved a shortcut. Oh, do you know who I'm talking about? Is it Law and Order, or he's like a bigger guy and he's bald and he's got a mustache. I could have sworn he was on the older Law and Orders. What other shows are...
Oh, I didn't know Wendell Pierce was in Law and Order.
Okay, keep your... What are other shows like this?
I really like Christopher Maloney.
We're gonna have so much to cut out, but...
Jerry Orbach has the greatest eyebrows ever. I would love to see Jerry Orbach's eyebrows fight Eugene Levy's eyebrows. Wouldn't you?
Oh, totally. Yeah, you have show explicit results because you were addicted to porn.
No, I'm just... I don't limit myself with my searches.
What? Oh man,
Just type in fat actors.